He knew that it didn't matter what was going on in the economy. It didn't matter what was going on with whether I had health care or not. If the local school was just blown up by terrorists, every parent here is going to get on their cell phone and find out what's going on. You care about impending danger, a threat to your community, your house. Security can be your family security, your country's security, your economic security, your future financial security. Security, I feel safe. It's a very powerful message that George Bush had, George W. Bush. George W. Bush, change. The single word. The single word for Coca-Cola would be, we could talk about for days, tradition, old. They're the old guy. Pepsi, the new generation. Who advertises Pepsi? Young athletes, young people. Burger King, McDonald's, a completely different track. The brand that they've spent billions of dollars on matters a lot to them. And it matters to you as professionals in this industry if your job is to reconstruct the Cree party here in Puebla. If that's your job, good luck. But if that's your job, no laugh. If it's your job to change the party's image or candidate's image, you have to start at the theme, at the core of the candidate, of the company. And I don't care whether you're selling shoes or burgers or candidates or John McCain, it all starts with what is this campaign about? It's about one word. And if you don't know what the word is, you got a bad campaign. Hillary Clinton started as the candidate of change a year ago. She was the candidate of change because she was comparing herself to this guy. She's a woman, and she's not him. She's not the candidate of change. Her husband had been president for 8 years. She's a senator. Everyone knows who Hillary Clinton is. Not change. She then changed her brand, that one word, to experience. I don't know if anyone's played the ad. The most famous ad of this campaign election is the phone call ad. The phone that rings in the middle of the night. There in the dark of night, the phone rings, and Hillary Clinton is prepared to answer the phone. Okay. Experience. Experience, experience. She changed to beat Obama. And he said, you can have experience, because I'm change. And if you have to vote change or experience, and the economy's down, and people's trust in government is down, and people are losing their houses, you don't want experience. You want change. So Hillary Clinton's message, I propose, and if you think about it, the last 4 months of U.S. politics, I think it proves out she made a change her brand, her theme, from change to experience. Compared to Obama, Hillary is not change. It didn't work. And experience, people didn't care. What's his experience? Senator, maverick, warrior. His father was an admiral. His grandfather was an admiral. John McCain spent 4 or 5 years in a box. In a box. About 3 times as big as that. He was in a box for years, John McCain. And they stick bamboo poles into him. Broke his arms, broke part of his back. But for years, John McCain was in the box. That Hanoi Hilton, they call it. A lectern, as opposed to a podium, which is much thicker. Do you stand behind the podium? Do you sit down on a couch? Is this more appropriate for debate? Who Who would want something like this? Not George H.W. Bush. Bill Clinton proposed having stools. Stools. And he'd rest his butt on the stool. And when people would ask him questions, he'd come down and he was very dramatic. You're on the phone. And he would talk to you one-on-one in a big debate. Because he didn't care about all these people, 250 people. He cared about the cameras. Millions of people were seeing this, eyeball to eyeball, the touching of the hand, because his message was that he cared. I demonstrate that I care personally by touching you. Every press conference he had, he was surrounded by people behind him. Bill Clinton knew that it doesn't matter what's behind me for the cameras. I want the cameras here because you're behind me. Suddenly all of you are in my campaign. You're all supporting what I'm saying. You demonstrate that I care. Caring. He was fantastic at that. Barack Obama, difficult. He's very smart. He's comfortable here. And John McCain is the guy who's more comfortable here. Look at all the speeches Barack Obama's given. They're major policy speeches where he's at the podium. Talking about Hillary, talking about race, talking about his pastor. Every time he says something important, he's in a controlled environment. If I'm a strategist, I'm thinking, what is it about him? He's not so interested in the day-to-day, the personal touch. And that's a very different perspective than Democrats have enjoyed for years. So how you manifest that, how you demonstrate your theme is important. The campaign theme is the candidate. The messages of the campaign, metaphorically, are the branches of a tree. Jobs, immigration, security, Israel as a part of security or foreign affairs. Issues, big things. The leaves on the tree are very small details. How am I going to change immigration? How am I going to deal with Israel and Iran? Details. This is the campaign for President of the United States. People don't care about the issues. They don't. Look at your polling data. They like you or they don't. They believe you or they don't. The fact that you want to change health care, you have a 5-point plan and he has a 6-point plan, it doesn't matter. What's in a hamburger at McDonald's? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. McDonald's doesn't sell hamburgers, by the way. McDonald's, their Golden Arch, their brand is not food, it's convenience. It's convenience. Ford Motor Company's brand, what they want you to remember, is quality. Quality. I may not think it's the best car, but it's worth the money. So Barack Obama and John McCain discussion issues don't matter. Messages, healthcare, immigration, security, they're not going to matter. What matters is this, the brand of me. It's great. But that's not the only question. The only question is, does that beat John McCain's message of character? Character. You're a good focus group. You might not know who these guys really are. You might not care. Remember, I'm to keep you entertained before lunch. Not a laugh. And you want to demonstrate character. You don't attack your opponent. That is what someone without character does. Very nice things about Hillary Clinton. And he'll say very nice things. He will say very nice things about Barack Obama. Because that's what someone with character does. Now, the issue of change with Obama, he's got to rattle it a little bit. He's got to shake it up. Because his element of change is subjective. What kind of change? Okay, you're going to change things?